In fact, in 2014, when Goodluck Jonathan was your president, they had this, negotiation, right, with the few countries holding Abacha's loot. They were talking about refunding and returning the loot at the time. Then they were at the brink of receiving the loot, Abacha loot, which at the time, the total of the loot they finally got back in the name of Abacha loot under Bokwari in 8 years, we say it was like over $4.6 billion. Don't get me wrong. Malamu is not in the Ministry of Finance. It doesn't work with the economic this or that. You understand? So when Jonathan was about to leave, it was for the government to just give this UK as well as Switzerland, and I think US as well, and one other country, to just give them account where they should pay that returned loot, Abacha loot, into. Then Egbere Jonathan lost his own re-election. Bokwari came in. For several months, when Bokwari didn't appoint any minister or whatever, the conversation stalled, or the conclusion of that stalled. Somebody from the office of the Attorney General, he has to kind of like also sign it out, like approve all the agreements, every other thing in there, look at all the legal blah, 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 advise the government, and then sure you get, say, well, we are clear. So by the time Bokwari appointed his minister or his ministers, Malamu was appointed as Attorney General, the Minister of Justice. What did Malamu do? Immediately he resumed office and he found that same file on his table, on his desk. Malamu first cancelled that negotiation in a way that they needed to put together a team that will represent Nigeria to review all the agreed terms, all the they need to review it. He did not use all the paid lawyers in the office of in the Ministry of Justice. That's the Minister of Justice. So the Ministry of Justice is where you're going to see all kinds of lawyers for all kinds of laws. Do you understand? Local and international. They are paid on the payroll of government. However, because that will make them money, these criminals then have to like contract it out, bring in a consultant of lawyers who will then act on behalf of Nigeria, not the minister now, on behalf of Nigeria, to review all these agreements or this document with an agreed payment term of, listen to it, 18% of every dollar returned. Mind you, in the same government, oh, hang on, that was governor then. I wanted to talk about your current Minister of Economic Planning. But anyway, let's leave that. Malamu, in collusion, using his office, negotiated 18% for this consultant for already concluded deal. So when these return funds were being returned, automatically, Nigeria was paying these Malamu's consultants. That's how he made himself hundreds of millions of dollars. Among other things, though, this is what the EFCC is now, they said they are investigating $918 million. The money Abacha loot that was returned. The media are now saying, if this is what they say they are looking for, they are stupid. That means if you are reading it, that Malamu got arrested. Baba, this one went for photo shoot. Oh. EFCC invited him. He went for photo shoot. He now posted this image to tell all of us that he will be attending EFCC invitation soon. Like this. Oh. She launched a photo shoot to pay EFCC invite. Obviously, that was what he was doing. Okay. So Malamu did not receive $918 million from Nigerian Abacha loot. It is completely misleading. Whether the media intentionally did that or not, no. If what EFCC is asking is, maybe they are asking for the 18% Malamu's office got for his consultant from one of the looted money that was returned, $918 million. What is the 18% of $918 million? Whatever your answer is, should be what the EFCC is asking Malamu for, because the money was not even paid to him. Yeah, that's the perfect corruption there. The money was not paid to him. All he did is just to say, I did my job. I put together a team that negotiated the return of the looted fund. That's the story, but that's not the story. The agreement was already done. Everything was in place. It was just for Nigeria to text the account number and say, send it to this account number. That's it. Then sign the papers that said, okay, we agreed to this and this and this, and we return the money in tranches. That's what you have to, you don't need any middlemen anymore. But that's the corruption. He created that. Those ones now acted like they are the ones who negotiated the money to be refunded, and they have to be paid. Yeah, that's the corruption. They will tell you they did the job. Yeah, we saw the documents, we make some and we got paid. You got paid how much? Nigerians' money looted from Nigerians. So, yeah, your money where they looted, though, hid abroad. Money from some of these states stolen by Abacha and his crew. Your money. Then some people put themselves as negotiators, middlemen, to have a pot for helping you to get the money back. That is the corruption. You see, somebody don't do them. $162 million. So if Malamu's consultant got $162 million from a $918 million return loot, think about what they got from over $4 billion that was returned in 80 years under Bukwari in 7 years. Think about that. So Malamu made so much money in this regard, but that money is legit. In this sense, they will say it's legit, but it is corrupt money. Corruption in brackets, in capital letter. So he got released, and immediately he came back from the EFCC detention after a few days there. Baba, video nisha.
Will always prevail. We are constructive. We are never destructive. We will remain constructive. We will continue to construct, and we will fight injustice. We will fight destruction. We will promote construction. We will promote support for the development of the nation and the development of Edo State. I thank you.
He wants to be the governor of Edo State in 2027. His children, they are multi-billionaires. His own children. They have a park in Abuja after this guy became minister. This one are just like a roadside charge and bail lot. Okay, don't let me diminish him. I think it was his son practicing somewhere in Kebbi. Then he became Minister of Justice of Nigeria. The guy became stinkingly rich. Like rich. His own children alone, they are billionaires. They will tell you this one is owned by Malami's son. They have a huge theme park where you can like have this basketball, have skating, have a cycling field, have a football court. They have all this long tennis court. They have this cafe, built by his son, not him, owned by his own son. In Abuja, they will tell you, go there. Those who live in Abuja will tell you. This was after he became minister. So now he wants to go and be governor of Edo State. And he believes that some of his enemies are the ones who are coming after him. Here you get. Because you will not really trace all that money to him, the way he acted. He's a lawyer, right? By creating all these false consultant, awarding them this contract and clearing them out in such a way that you can't really trace all these billions to him directly. That's what they are doing. In case if you don't know. So now he's free, and he's telling us that we'll fight injustice, we'll fight this, just like Oba Donkey of Edo. If you have been following Edo State politics, hang on, let's have a minute break. Please take a moment and like the broadcast if you haven't already. All right? Yeah, like the broadcast, share the broadcast, subscribe to my channel. Whatever I say to you, there are things you can go out there and cross-check yourself. They are not fancy things that you can be like, is that true? Is that really true? Stop acting like that. Some will be like, how do you know all of this? What do you mean, how did I know all of this? Why do you think this is called the diary? Do you think we just come here to come and like waste our time by talking about trash or whatever? No, 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 no. I am here because I am expected to know. And I'm not like somebody who knows everything. But you know something? I am someone who knows something about everything. But that's fair. I am not that greatly like intelligent the way you see it. But some will say, no, that's intelligence, right? You are not going to be like somebody who will claim to know everything. No, 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 no. I always train myself, or I've trained myself to know something about everything. Curious, ask questions, you know, do some mental gymnastic where you're just going to sit down and be like imagining things, and then you just get so worked up, like, you know, yeah, the one that you just feel so tired. I said, why are you so tired? He said, I don't know. Not like you have been breaking rocks or you have been digging wells, but you just feel like I am just mentally tired because you have no idea what goes on in there. That's got to be processed because I trained myself to know something about everything. Remain curious, you know? So yeah, all this information are very much public. They are publicly available. But most of the time, a lot of us just read the headlines. You never really read further. Because who has that much time? Who they read news? Who they read news? And that gives room to that gives room for people, manipulators, liars, gaslighters, blackmailers to fill in the gap, twist the story, right? And then if you by any chance fail to buy it, then they'll gaslight you, blackmail you again, and say, you know, you need to pay attention. So the brethren in the temple of truth expects me to know. So that's why I got to know about all of that, you know. But yeah, in the last few months, we have seen the supposed supporters of Okpebolo, the Dodoyo governor of Edo State. And he himself, you know, he's been seen or he's been caught on camera severally, made a directed threat towards Obaseki, the former governor. It got to a point whereby Albert, a supposed supporter of Obaseki, was, you know, assaulted in Manchester, and even Obaseki himself was also prevented from, you know, attending a meet and greet they organized for him in that same city. So yesterday, Obaseki, right, finally addressed that. And his message is that people should warn Okpebolo, that telling him that he can't come back to Edo State and all those kind of threats, you know, intimidating his own supporters and all of that stuff, right, should stop. I don't want to speak for him.
I made some comments yesterday in Birmingham, and I heard there was some reaction. I said, okay, that's fine, but you haven't seen anything yet.
Hey, not all.
You see, I said, those who live by the sword die by the sword. And to tell the governor, or whatever he calls himself, I don't know him, I've never met him, that when you start with violence, you will reap. Because for 1 year since I left office, I didn't say one word, I didn't do anything. I said, look, let me respect myself, let me give them an opportunity to also try. So go and find out, you will see one thing I said about that government. For 1 year, from November 12th when I finished, till this past November, I didn't say one thing. Then suddenly, you and the palace organize, you go, you attack diplomats who came to watch exhibition in Moa. You send people singing and threatening me. Go and watch those clips and the kind of things they were saying about me. Threatening me between the government and the palace. That was not enough. The government paid people to come to Manchester to attack me. And they slapped Albert. So who has started this violence? Is it me? No. Last week, or this week, this governor, or whatever he calls himself, had a disgraceful press conference where he was threatening me. Somebody born in Oredo, this is a villager, telling me that I cannot come to Benin. That when I come to Benin, you will show me. Me. The Obaseki when I'm ready to go, we all come. It's an insult. Like me saying he cannot go to his village wherever he comes from. He's coming to threaten. That will tell you where they have gone to mentally. So he's been threatening violence. So if now I respond, nobody should hold me responsible. Because it is clear, I can't leave myself empty to be hurt and attacked by deranged people like that. So I'm going to fight back. I'm giving them a notice. I will fight back.
Hey! Don't cast!
I didn't start the fight. Look at the clowns they paid to come and disrupt this event. Junkies. And they call themselves a government.
Junkie.
And because they are afraid, they know they did not win the election. I was in INEC that day and I saw what they did. Shameful.
I mean, he said they've been sending threats, violence his way, and all that. So everybody can see that they are the ones doing it too. And that was him addressing his own supporters too, by the way, in the UK. He also has a message. He had a message for Pastor Izenyamu. Yeah, you remember him?
But what is more painful, and the last message I want you people to take home, go and warn Pastor Izenyamu. Go and warn the Nisi Hausa. They are Edo Benin people. They are harassing the investors in Oriomo and Ovia because they want to take the land and give people for palm oil. They want to land grab it. Okpebolo is doing what he's doing because he has Benin people around him asking him to do it. He doesn't have the guts. He doesn't have that to do the things he wants to do, things he's doing on his own. He is being prodded. And he will regret it. Because I work with these people. They could not get any access to me. That was why they were bitter. Now they think they have access and they will pull the man down and pull the house down. So don't blame him too much. Because first he doesn't have anything there. Who he feels are helping him have an agenda to bring him down. I know it, I know them, I know how they behave. But we cannot give up. We cannot give up. The best of Edo still exists. And it is you. We will start, we will talk, I mean, there's no way where those who don't know leads those who know and will go somewhere.
No.
Is it possible?
No.
So by the grace of God, what we are going through is just temporary. And we will organize. When it's time, we will let you know. Well, last message is be together. Be united. Stay together. Build your networks. One common purpose, you have not come here to live forever. You are hoping to go back home one day. You are hoping that you can also lift your people back home. Don't give up that hope. There's an agenda, there's a plan, and we'll succeed. Thank you.
Tiagasa, the Tiagasa, he fell, he fainted, he passed out. He passed out. 70 years old man. But when their people came.
So that's Obaseki in Manchester. So right now, they are calling him a governor in exile. He's not just ex-governor. He's a governor in exile. That's what the Okpebolo and others are calling him. And that's in Edo. So just a couple of months back, Tifnubu lifted what he called the state of emergency on River State. Full Bara was returned, and So was the State House of Assembly, the Speaker and the rest of them. So the agreement at the time, or the peace deal at the time, was that they will all go back and work together, and there will be no fight again, but there may be fight soon. Just so you know. Here is their speaker talking about a 600 billion naira left behind by the sole administrator before Fulbara took over. And right now, schools are underfunded. Hospitals, the whole state is currently like on a lockdown, whatever that means, right? Here is Omawule, the speaker, talking about the Fulbara and the states. It's called graveyard peace.